a developing story in the last few hours. The country hit by a massive power cut. The blackout has disrupted public transport in the main cities, with reports of people left stranded in subways, stuck in lifts as well. A terrifying time for some people.
And a massive power outage has knocked out electricity across Spain and Portugal, causing chaos at airports, at train stations, and on the roads.
Many Americans are waking up to massive internet outage impacting major websites, major apps, gaming platforms, including Amazon, AT&T. Just look at this list: Delta Airlines, Disney Plus, Facebook, Hulu, Snapchat, United Airlines, Venmo. More than I'm even mentioning there.
You're rushing through your day. Your entire world, from the music in your ear to the GPS guiding your next turn, is a finely tuned, interconnected digital machine. Every second of your life is calibrated by microchips and servers. We take it for granted. We forget the fragile complexity. Then, in a single, silent instant, the machine breaks. Every screen goes blank. Every engine stalls. Every circuit fails. The information age is over. Today we confront the terror of absolute silence. What if all technology everywhere stopped working at once? It wasn't a slow fizzle, but a global, instantaneous, total stop. Whether it was a devastating solar pulse, an EMP wave, or something we never even theorized, the cause is irrelevant. What matters is the immediate, brutal, inarguable fact: your car is dead. Your smartphone is cold, inert block of glass. The skyscraper lights ahead of you, all dark. This is not a temporary power outage. This is the instantaneous, silent extinction of the digital age. We live not just with technology, but fundamentally inside it. We have outsourced our resilience. When the foundation of communication, energy, and logistics vanishes, the world doesn't pause. It doesn't slow down, it catastrophically fails. The first hour is defined by pure chaos and a dawning, terrifying realization. Millions are trapped in subways and elevators, instantly recognizing the depth of their physical reliance. The lights are out, but the greatest threat is the silence. The cessation of all communication. Distance instantly becomes absolute. No phones, no internet, no satellite links, no radio waves. The world, which felt like a single, unified neighborhood moments ago, yawns open into separated, terrified continents. Every human is now alone on their own island. The immediate failures begin to cascade. Planes, mid-air, rely on digital controls. They are now flying blind. Their flight instruments dark, their navigation systems inert. The transportation network stops dead. But the real, deep panic sets in when the fundamental utilities collapse. Power grids don't just stop generating, they lose the delicate, complex digital control systems needed to stabilize and restart. Electricity is gone for good. The industrial capacity of the entire world has vanished, but the medical toll is immediate and visceral. Surgeries are halted. Patient records are inaccessible. Critical life support machines, the ventilators, the dialysis units, the monitors become useless, heavy pieces of metal. In the modern hospital, the lights going out is not an inconvenience. It is a swift, cold death sentence for the most vulnerable. Within 48 hours, the financial system is vapor. The trillions of dollars of digital wealth simply cease to exist. Credit cards are plastic scraps. Banks are inaccessible vaults. Cash is briefly king, but the greater crisis is food. Without power, refrigeration fails on a massive industrial scale. Without logistics, the trucks carrying fresh produce, milk and medicine stop moving. Shelves empty, not primarily because of panic buying, but because the supply chain, the invisible 24/7 network that brought your food 500 miles, has simply ceased to exist. This is not mere scarcity, this is a sudden, total famine in the making across every major urban center. As days turn into weeks, the focus shifts from panic to survival. Urban centers, once symbols of progress and affluence, become death traps. No sanitation, no clean water, and far too many people relying on resources that can no longer be replenished or delivered. The most devastating consequence is not physical combat, but the return of ancient diseases. Water treatment plants are silent. Basic sewage and sanitation fails. The public health infrastructure is gone. What modern medicine eradicated, the collapse resurrects. Society begins to fracture, not along borders, but along the raw, brutal lines of the resourceful and the vulnerable. Social trust, an invisible currency built on modern order, dissolves in the face of absolute need. Governments struggle to maintain any kind of order without command, control, or communication. The global economy is not depressed, it is extinguished, reverted to barter and brute force. Months in, we face a new reality, a global society operating at a baseline not of the 1950s, but of the 1750s, without the inherited generational knowledge of how to live there. Our technological safety nets are gone. We traded hard-won resilience for disposable convenience, and the final crushing bill has come due. Our machines may have defined the 21st century, but the moment they stopped, we were stripped bare to our essential, desperate selves. The global, interconnected civilization ends. The comfort of expecting a digital solution is replaced by the grim necessity of learning to survive with your hands, your immediate community, and only what you can physically carry. The takeaway here isn't a cozy message about finding community or simplifying life. It's a brutal existential question. We would adapt. Humanity always does. But at what ultimate human cost? We traded convenience for resilience, and the final crushing bill has come due. What kind of human emerges when the machine that protected them finally goes black? That is the brutal existential question that remains. Because technology is a magnificent tool, the greatest we have ever built. But it is not a guarantee. And when it fails, we find out exactly how much of ourselves we truly stand on. If this story forces you to consider what you do when the wires go quiet, then hit like and subscribe.